To activate launch control, you have to do three things. One, turn off traction, put it in Sport Plus mode, and then move the gear shift to the left. Once you do that, foot all the way down on the brake, accelerator all the way down, you'll see launch control active. Oh my damn. Wow, that is insane. One of the coolest features is this. Hey BMW, I'm stressed out. Eventually, when she gets down to it.
I've activated the relaxation program.
So now she's closing the sunroof, turning on the heated seats, turning up the temperature, and changing the ambient lighting to orange to relax me, and the music sounds like this. Oh, it's so peaceful in here. I'm just gonna take a nap while I let this video run. All right, that's enough. So when it comes to driver assist tech, this thing is loaded. You have lane departure, blind spot, adaptive cruise control, almost fully autonomous driving when you're stuck in traffic, but the coolest thing is backup assistant, so let's get into that. So say I'm just driving along and I find a cool spot to pull into and I'm in there. Now say I come back to my car and all these cars are parked around me and I'm having a hard time pulling out. This thing will remember exactly the way I pulled into the spot and retrace my steps. So I hit up backup assistant, the steering wheel comes to life. I just do the acceleration and braking, but the steering is doing everything all by itself, retracing my steps. And that is super, super cool. For those of you wondering what the key looks like, here it is. One of the coolest features is that you can set it to lock automatically as you're walking away from the car. So you never have to pull out the key, and now I'm going to walk close and it will unlock itself. Pretty cool. Pricing for the 2020 BMW M340i start at $54,000. The xDrive starts at $56,000. As tested here, you're looking at above $69,000. So yes, things can get pretty expensive. Power comes from a 3-liter twin-scroll turbo inline 6-cylinder engine making 382 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque, and that's mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. And there's the M Performance badge because this isn't a real M. 0 to 60 for the BMW M340i comes in at 4.4 seconds. The xDrive will do it in 4.1 seconds. I've hit 3.9 seconds, so yes, it's actually quicker than BMW says it is, and that's always the case. You can pick from a variety of drive modes right here. You have the option of picking between Adaptive, Eco Pro, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and Sport Individual. And Sport Individual just let you set different driving dynamics to your personal liking. Rivals obviously include the Audi S4 and the Mercedes-AMG C43, but I've thrown in the Infiniti Q50 Red Sport and the Kia Stinger GT along with the Genesis G70 just to show you that there are other options out there for you to consider. Fuel economy comes in at 22 city, 30 miles a gallon highway. You have a 15.6 gallon tank. I am averaging 22.7 miles a gallon. That's not bad at all. The new 3 Series is absolutely beautiful. Obviously, the M340i looks slightly more aggressive than the regular 330i. The easiest way to tell both apart is to look at the grille here. The kidney grille, instead of vertical slots, has a mesh pattern. I think it looks really nice. And then there's this cerium gray trim all around the car. The new BMW 3 Series is longer than the outgoing model. Across the lineup, it's 2.9 inches longer. However, that doesn't do much for the rear seat legroom. The rear seat legroom comes in at the same, but it does give the new 3 Series a more muscular and aggressive stance. The BMW M340i xDrive weighs almost 4,000 pounds, tipping the scale at 3,968 pounds. The base 330i weighs 3,589 pounds. LED headlamps are standard, but as a part of the executive package, which costs $2,100, you get BMW laser headlights. That's how they look from the front and from the back. They also look really, really nice. I like them a lot. The color here is my absolute favorite. It's called Tanzanite Blue 2 Metallic. It costs $1,950 extra. My other favorite color is Sunset Orange Metallic, and that costs $550 extra. I just realized I left the indicators on. 18-inch wheels are standard, but you can upgrade to 19-inch wheels for $600 extra. This is my favorite pattern by far, and then you can see the brake calipers painted in blue with the M logo on full display. Trunk space comes in at 17 cubic feet. You can open it by a button right under the BMW logo. This has the optional power tailgate. They gave me a snow cleaner just to be generous. Thank you. And this is how you close it if you have the power tailgate option. The interior is really, really nice. I love what BMW is doing with their new interior design. The best part, there's no polished black, no gloss black. That means no fingerprints. Overall, the interior of the new 3 Series is the perfect balance of sport and luxury. The weird trim that you see here is called aluminum tetragon, and I love it. I think it looks really nice in this color combination, and the best part, it doesn't cost anything extra. You have a variety of trims to pick from. This is my personal favorite. The BMW M340i has an M Sport steering wheel. This one is heated as a part of the premium package. Really nice to hold, really beefy, and you do have paddle shifters right there, so you're good. Pretty nice digital gauge cluster display here. Not much customization. You can move the right side of the screen. You can go through miles per gallon battery, car info, horsepower and torque, your G-force, your media setting, and whatever drive mode you're in. Really, that's the only time it will actually do something. So say I'm in comfort mode, it'll look like that. Sport mode, it'll look like that. Eco mode, it'll look like that. I absolutely love BMW's new infotainment system. It's very easy to use, very nice. There's 3 different ways you can control it. One is through the touchpad or the iDrive control down here. The other way is just touching the screen. And the other way is, hey BMW.
Hello. What can I help you with?
Turn off my heated seats. Now this is very similar to hey Mercedes.
The seat heating on the driver's seat is already set at level 2.
Oh, there you go. So it's very similar to hey Mercedes, just the BMW version of it. The easiest way to explain BMW's new infotainment system is to split it into 3 sections. The first section is your home screen, and you can change these widgets out to whatever you want. I have it in media, weather, navigation, sport displays, and car info. The other section is this top section, and this is basically just your recent calls, recent destination notification section. And then on the left side, you can go through media, you can go through communications, you can go through navigation, car, which we'll get into more. Apps is all your BMW apps that you can have access to. So go back into cars, and that's where you can switch through most of the settings and the vehicle settings that you want to do. So say you go into settings, you can dive deeper into each section of this car. Once you hop into settings, you have driving mode, exterior lighting, driver assist, displays, door access, interior lighting, climate control, and key button settings. Interior lighting will let you go through and change your ambient lighting colors. And then once you go into general settings, you can go into things like date, time, sound settings, personal assistant, and gesture control. You do have Apple CarPlay, but you do not have Android Auto. But let's mess around with this BMW personal assistant thing a little bit more. Let's see what she can do. Hey BMW.
Hello. What can I help you with?
Change the climate setting to 69 degrees. She's kind of slow. Takes a minute.
All right. I'm
There it
setting
goes.
the temperature at
She changed the
69
climate
degrees Fahrenheit.
to 69. Let's try something else. Hey BMW.
Hello. What can I help you with?
I'm hungry.
I've found several restaurants. Which one should I select?
Pretty cool. Let's try one more thing that I always love to try. Hey BMW. Tell me a joke.
Hello. What can I help you with?
Tell me a joke.
Try again.
She has no sense of humor. Sorry. So camera tech is obviously really nice here. Depending on whether you're in reverse or drive, this screen will show front and back, and then you can select automatically. I find these 2 views very useful when you're parking in tight parking spots. And then you obviously have 3D view, and you can use gesture control to spin it around, but I can never seem to get it, so I just use the iDrive knob to check my surroundings. This is so awesome. You do have a wireless charger hidden behind the cup holders here. It costs $500 extra, but I think at this point wireless chargers should be something that's just standard in every car. The seats are super, super comfortable. Fake leather or pleather is standard, but if you want real leather seats like this one has here, you got to pay $1,450 extra. You can get heated seats as an individual option, or you can get it as part of a $1,400 premium package, which also includes a heated steering wheel, and heated rear seats will run you $350 extra. Rear seat legroom comes in at 35.2 inches. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. It's the same as the outgoing 3 Series. I have this much room. Not bad, but not great either. So now that I've answered all of your questions about the 2020 BMW M340i xDrive, I'm going to give you my take on what I think about this car. And to do that, I've put on my BMW M Sport Puma hoodie because I am cheesy as hell. Let's do it. So I know everybody's pissed off at BMW for overusing the M badge and pissed off at Mercedes for overusing the AMG badge. But right now there is no M3 on sale. And this 382 horsepower engine in the M340i sends it from 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds, which is the same as the outgoing M3 and the same as the current M4 that is currently on sale. So think about that for a second. Now, this may not be a real M3, but it sure moves, handles, and accelerates like one. In comfort mode, this is the perfect daily driver. Very smooth, very, very nice. And then in sport mode, I'm gonna run out of road, so I gotta turn around here. Pop it into Sport Plus mode. Spin it around. And this thing becomes a total freaking beast. You will easily move into the left lane, overtake somebody, and before you know it, you'll be realizing that you just hit 100 miles an hour, and you'll quickly move into the middle lane because you don't want to get pulled over and get a ticket. I'm not scared of performance. I'm scared of paying tickets and getting points on my license. But yeah, in sport mode, this thing is outstanding. It is so fast, accelerates extremely fast, handles so amazing, and of course there's those pops and bangs coming from the exhaust as well. A new M3 is in the works, and it will be powered by the same engine that you see in the X3M and the X4M, which in regular form makes 473 horsepower, and in competition mode makes 503 horsepower. And that means the new M3 will have to top the M340i in every way possible because this is an outstanding car. I just turned on the radio because of gesture control. I'm using my hands to talk, and I gotta stop doing that because it keeps interrupting my video. That being said, if you're currently in the market for a sports sedan as your daily driver, look no further because the M340i is definitely it. I love what BMW is doing with their lineup. They're offering you the most bang for your buck when it comes to performance. And yeah, they keep underrating their cars or understating how much their cars really make and how quick they are from 0 to 60. That being said, you really should be careful as you're loading this one up with options. Yes, this is $56,000 for the xDrive model, but it can quickly reach $69,000, which is, gesture control again, which is the starting price tag of a new M4 or the current M4, which is still currently on sale. So you might have to make a decision there. Do I want a fully loaded M340i xDrive that's $69,000, or do I want to go for the M4 Coupe? Either way, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you share my channel with your friends. And make sure you follow me on Instagram because that's where I get all the questions that I answer in these videos. And right now, there'll be a subscribe button popping there and a bunch of other videos that are my content that you can watch. And thanks for watching. Sport Mode Plus, butcher! Oh my God. Jeez, I love this car so much. I'm gonna buy one. I think I'm gonna have to buy one as my daily driver.